My name is Siti Melasari and my number of student is 231230098. Well guys, I would like to storytelling about They Both Die at the End. Well, this novel is an interesting story, but unfortunately this novel told about LGBT and there are two men that they know they will die at the end in 24 hours later. So enjoy this storytelling. Let's see it. One day, Matthew suddenly got a warning call from the Deadcast. Deadcast is a company that foretells something will happen by telling people over the phone, like Matthew. In the phone calls, the Deadcast said that according to prediction, Matthew would die about 24 hours later. After getting the warning, Matthew finally decided to seek a friend who would accompany the days of his life through an application. Rufus was the one chosen by Matthew through the application. After finding Rufus, Matthew asked him to spend a day with him in Matthew's apartment. I think he's the right one to accompany my last day, Matthew spoke to himself. Hi, could you please accompany me last night? Thank you, Matthew said to Rufus, and in a short time, knock knock knock, knock knock knock, the sound from the door of his apartment. Yes, welcome to my part, buddy. Then Matthew opened the door of his apartment, and Matthew said,
I'm Rufus. I'm ready to fill your last day with all I can do.
Hi. Rufus said, and then Matthew just grabbed Rufus and cried right away. After on apart Matthew, they began telling each other his life accompanied by the beautiful music that filled the room. A while later, they felt that they had an interest in each other. So one of them tried to express what was in his heart. Thank you for rising color on the last day of my life. A wonderful night, a wonderful life with a wonderful person. Matthew said everything he felt. Before long, one of them went to the kitchen to cook a meal. Because Matthew was too good to enjoy the mood, he forgot that the stove in his house was broken. They were talking and boom! The stove exploded and set the whole room on fire. Matthew, who was seen by Rufus lying on the floor, burnt and unconscious, was immediately taken to the hospital to get immediate help. Matthew, please, hang on. Matthew, wake up, please. Rufus was freaking out, seeing Matthew. Then, Rufus had managed to call the ambulance on his way to the hospital. He cried to see Matthew come out. I love you very much, Matthew. Can you still hear me? Matthew, please wake up. Rufus was spilling his guts over Matthew on ambulance. Unfortunately, Matthew's life cannot be helped by an injury that is too serious in his body. Turns out, the warnings he got from the Deadcast did indeed happen to Matthew. In addition, Rufus' newly found love had to take the bitter pill of reality. And Rufus left the hospital with his empty stare, no sense of direction, where he wanted to go in his week. He didn't even realize he was in the middle of the road. The car came from behind, driving at high speed, eventually hit Rufus walking in the middle of the road. And broke. Rufus lay helpless. It turned out the story of his life must end till here. His life was hopeless. He caught up with his soulmate to New World Matthew. That's all the storytelling of this novel. Well, the moral that The greatest tragedy is not to die, but to die with regrets over a life that wasn't lived to the fullest. Well guys, that's all my storytelling novel of They Both Die at the End. And I would like to analyze of the sentences in conversation of this storytelling. Like there are 3 sentences, and I would like to analyze subject, verb, and object. Something like I love you, I as subject, love as verb, you as object. Then second is Rufus was freaking out seeing Matthew. Rufus as subject was freaking out seeing as verb, Matthew as object. And the last sentence is Rufus is spilling his guts. Rufus as subject, is spilling is verb, and guts is object. So that's all the analyze of subject, verb, and object of 3 sentences in conversation of storytelling that I said before. And what about active and passive voice? Well, I found 2 sentences in my storytelling line. The first is his life accompanied by the beautiful music. How if I change into active voice? Well, if I change into active voice, the beautiful music accompanied his life. And the second is Matthew was surprised by the arrival of a very handsome. How if I change into active voice? Well, the arrival of a very handsome was surprising Matthew. Well guys, that's all. If you found a lot of mistake on this video, I beg your pardon. Thank you so much. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.